ElevenLabs is an AI tool that converts text into realistic, human-like speech. You simply paste your text, choose a voice, and it generates audio that sounds natural, clear, and easy to listen to. If you want to try ElevenLabs yourself, I've put my link in the description. Now, here's the honest truth. ElevenLabs is one of the best voice AI products currently available. The voices are so realistic that in many short clips, most people cannot even tell they are AI generated. The platform has grown far beyond a simple text-to-speech tool. Today, ElevenLabs offers much more, including music generation, sound effects, transcription, voice changing, dubbing, video tools, and image generation. But let's not lose focus. The main reason you are probably interested in ElevenLabs is the text-to-speech feature. Inside this text box, you can write anything you want to transform into lifelike speech. Then you can choose your voice. And honestly, the voices are probably the biggest advantage of ElevenLabs. You can select the language you want. ElevenLabs supports more than 30 languages, including English, Japanese, German, French, Spanish, Hindi, Arabic, Portuguese, and many others.
A business is only as successful as its people are happy. You ever get that feeling like today's the day everything clicks? Yeah, let's go make something amazing happen.
You can also choose different accents, such as US English, UK English, Indian English, Irish English, and more.
Okay, wait. Before you scroll, try this one small trick. It takes less than a minute, but it completely changes the result.
You can select a voice category depending on your needs. For example, do you want a narration-style voice, a conversational voice, or a voice designed for advertisements? Then you can choose the gender and age of the voice.
Wrinkles should merely indicate where smiles have been.
Don't smother each other. No one can grow in the shade.
After that, you can select the AI model. I recommend starting with the multilingual V2 model, and then upgrading to the V3 model if you want even better results. If you want to save credits, you can use a cheaper model. However, I would avoid using the V1 model because it is older and outdated. Next, you can adjust the speed, which controls the pace of the voice. The possible values range from 0.7 to 1.2. Values below 1 slow down the speech, while values above 1 make the voice speak faster. The stability slider controls how expressive the voice sounds. Lower stability creates more variation, with more natural pauses, changes in tone, and emphasis on certain words. Higher stability creates a more consistent and controlled delivery, but it can sound more monotone. The similarity slider controls how closely the generated voice matches the original voice. If you are trying to replicate a specific voice, increasing similarity can help. However, if you are only looking for a certain type of voice, such as deep, professional, or authoritative, you can lower similarity and still achieve a great result. Finally, style exaggeration controls how much variation and personality are added to the voice style. Now, let me show you some examples of ElevenLabs voices.
Professionally, romantically, and even platonically. You can end up looking 10 years older than your actual age.
A white poison you've been consuming every single day. And the worst part, it was sold to you like it was normal.
As if those things were the answer, every rich guy with abs would have an effortless dating life. And they don't.
If you want to try ElevenLabs, you can use the first link in the description. Let's dive deeper into the voice library. Here, you can explore trending voices based on the language you selected. You also have hand-picked voices, which are recommendations for specific use cases. For example, narration, podcasts, advertisements, social media videos. You also have the Iconic Voices Marketplace. This is a platform where companies can request licenses to use AI-generated versions of famous voices and character IP. The marketplace includes voices connected to actors, historical figures, musicians, sports personalities, and entertainment characters.
I'm Michael Caine. Not many people know that I started with nothing in Bermondsey, but I've managed to pick up 2 Oscars and a knighthood along the way.
I do not seek to simply rule this world. I seek to remake it in my image. Freedom is a lie told by the weak. Real peace is found only in total submission.
The important point is that this is not a random voice cloning marketplace. ElevenLabs presents it as a rights holder approved system where voice usage must be reviewed and approved. Finally, you have curated language collections, which highlight some of the best voices available for each language. Now, this is the main feature of ElevenLabs, the voice generation tool. But over time, ElevenLabs has expanded and added many more AI features. Let's take a look at some of them. Sound effects. The sound effects feature works with the same idea as AI image generation, but for audio. Instead of creating images from text prompts, you create sounds. You simply describe what you want, and the AI generates a unique sound effect based on your description. You can also search through the existing sound effects library if you prefer to use ready-made sounds. Image and video generation. ElevenLabs has also started expanding into visual content. With the image generation feature, instead of searching online for the perfect image, you can simply describe what you want, and the AI creates it for you. You can also search through the image library to find existing visuals. The same idea applies to video generation. You can create visual content without needing traditional production tools. The speech-to-text feature is a real time saver. You can upload audio or video files, and ElevenLabs will automatically generate an accurate transcript. This is useful for creating subtitles, repurposing podcast content, taking meeting notes, converting voice recordings into written content. It makes the entire process much faster and easier. Voice Isolator. The Voice Isolator feature is surprisingly useful, especially for content creators. With just a few clicks, it can remove unwanted background noise and make recordings sound much more professional. Whether you are working on podcasts, YouTube videos, interviews, voiceovers, it can significantly improve your audio quality without needing advanced editing software. Voice Changer. Another interesting feature is Voice Changer. It allows you to take an existing voice recording and transform it into a completely different voice while keeping the original words, timing, and emotion. This can be useful for creative projects, character voices, or experimenting with different voice styles. ElevenLabs Dubbing. ElevenLabs Dubbing is like having an AI translator for videos. Imagine you create a YouTube video in English. Normally, if you want international viewers, you would need to hire translators and voice actors. With ElevenLabs Dubbing, the AI can listen to your video, understand what you are saying, translate your words into another language, create a new voice track that keeps the original speaker's style, emotion, and tone. For example, your English video can become a French, Spanish, Japanese, or German version while still sounding like you. This is extremely useful for creators who want to reach a global audience. ElevenLabs Flows. Finally, we have ElevenLabs Flows. Flows is a visual system that allows you to connect different AI tools together and create complete audio and video projects automatically. Instead of doing everything separately, writing a script, generating images, creating animations, producing a voice, adding music, editing the final video, you can connect all these steps together inside one workflow. ElevenLabs Flows uses a node-based creative canvas. Each box, called a node, performs one specific task. You connect the nodes together like a chain, creating an automated production process. For example, script idea, AI image generation, video animation, ElevenLabs voice generation, music and sound effects, final video. This makes content creation much faster because you can build a workflow once and reuse it again and again. Final thoughts. So, is ElevenLabs worth it? In my opinion, if you create content, make videos, produce podcasts, create courses, or need professional AI voices, ElevenLabs is one of the most impressive AI tools available today. The biggest strength is still the voice quality. The voices are incredibly realistic, and the platform keeps improving with new creative features. If you want to try ElevenLabs, you can use the first link in the description. You can test the platform yourself to see if it fits your needs. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.